Good morning YouTube family and welcome back to another video. So I actually got a text from Teresa yesterday who said, I need more of your YouTube videos. When is the next one coming? And truth to be told, I had to tell her that I don't know what to post. So I got a few tips from her yesterday and now I'm back starting my day with an oatmeal. And now I'm going to eat this, then have a meeting with my boss, and then we're going to do a leg session today. So keep up with me because I'm really tired today and I'm trying to make good content. And later today we're going to talk about experiences from the fitness industry, my own experiences, other people's experiences, and how we try to deal with them on while on diet, but also on a daily basis, and a few tips from me. So stay tuned for that. So we're at the gym and I was thinking I would tell you what my goal is now with my physique now that I'm off season. And that is to build more shoulders because mine are tiny, very small. And I want to build more quads, baby joint for work, more quads because my quads and glutes, all over legs, is smaller than I want them to be and too small to be good enough for the lineup. So that is my goal today. I'm going to build these legs as much as I can on this session, and every session I'm doing in the next year. So let's go. Alba, are you waiting for mommy to get ready? Is mommy spending a lot of time at the gym today? Huh? Am I spending too much time at the gym today? Yes. We're going for a hike, okay? Okay, baby. We're going for a hike. Leg session done, and right now I'm just drinking my Clear Whey because I prefer that one after my session to give my body quick proteins. Fun fact, I don't like drinking Whey 100 or other protein powders. I prefer those in my oats instead. And this, like the clear way, tastes like lemonade, and it's so much easier to drink. So now I'm taking my little baby for a hike. Alba, har du lyst til å gå tur? Har du lyst til å gå tur? Ja, vi skal gå tur. And yeah, I'm just going to do a quick change because it's not weather for using shorts outside right now. It looks like this. You see it's still snow in the mountain, but it's getting greener. Not green yet, but summer is coming. Stay strong, people. It's not always easy living in the North Pole. See you hiking. I was kind of kidding when I was saying we were living in the North Pole, but Santa Claus does actually have his reindeers here. They're resting until next Christmas. So now you know, this is the place to be. Back home again, and my little baby is just flat out on the carpet. She's so tired. I'm going to, there you go, eat my food. This is a chicken, rice, squash, and a bit of sweet chili sauce. And after this meal, I'm going to help out a little girl with her horse. She's going to do a competition in 2 weeks, and she wanted some help from me. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I have my own horse, and I've been a show jumper tidigare. Yeah, the English is going very good today, thank you. Earlier, I was competing at show jumping, so now my horse is retired, so now I'm just helping others with their horses, and I do take my horse out for just training. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll see you guys later. This little white pony butt is the horse I'm going to ride now. Can't wait. So here we are, back in the couch. So I was planning to talk about my experiences in the fitness industry. Because as a lot of you may know already, I've changed team once since I started fitness. Because when I started my fitness journey, I was starting in bikini fitness, and then I moved on to body fitness. And when I did bikini fitness, I had another coach and another team. And the reason I swapped teams and coaches was because I didn't feel like I got the follow-up that I needed or wanted to. And I had a few bad experiences in my bikini prep because I was put on very low calories, especially in the last 5 weeks. Yeah, last 5 weeks of my prep back in 2021, not 2001. So back in 2021, I was on a really low calorie deficit, so low that it wasn't healthy. And I did hours of cardio, I did hours of strength training, and it really was tearing down my body. But I didn't know how bad it actually was, because while you're on prep, you're being kind of blind on how you look and what you do. You just do whatever you're told because you've never done it before. Like I had never done fitness before, so I just trusted my coach onto a certain level, and then I was getting kind of skeptical to the process because I could feel that my body was so tired. Like I woke up in the mornings the last few days or weeks on prep, and I was just crying, like from my alarm clock went off until I got to bed again in the evening because I was so tired and I didn't have energy for anything. I just ate the little amount of food that I had, and I did 2 hours of cardio. I did 2 hours of strength training every single day the last 5 weeks, which is not good at all, especially not when you're on such in such a calorie deficit. I was so low on calories that when other coaches and people in the fitness industry that I was talking to was asking me like, what are your calories and how much cardio do you do and how much strength training do you do, they were shocked. And when they asked me if I did any refeeds or cheat meals or anything, which I didn't, they told me like, you can't do this. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your physique, and you're going to just stress out your body with never resting and never giving it more food. And then I still follow through with both my diet and my strength training. But what I did and what I didn't tell my coach at the time was that I had to take like a day off in those last 5 weeks because I was so tired. I was barely able to get out of bed in the morning. And usually I never go towards my coach. Like on this prep that I did in 2023, I never went against my coach, like on anything. Like I'd done all the sessions that I was supposed to do. I ate all my food. I did my rest days. I did my cheat meals and carb ups and everything according to plan. But back in 2021, I just had to take a day off because I was so tired and I had no energy, and I didn't tell my coach because I had such a bad feeling about doing it. But I know now that I should have done more days like that, just resting more instead of just pushing through every single session and crying in every single session because I was so tired. But you learn, and it gets better if you just listen to your coach. So my experiences, like based on my first prep and my second prep, my dog is sleeping over here. I'm just so sorry. Snippa. Yeah. I just had to wake her up because she was dreaming. I'm sorry. So based on my first prep in 2021 and my second prep in 2023, there were two different preps, like totally different preps. In my first prep, I was so tired, I was so down, I had no energy whatsoever. But in my second prep, now this year, it's been so much better. Like I've been eating twice as much food as I did on my first prep. I've done half the amount of cardio. I've done half the amount of strength sessions, and I stood on stage with a better package than I did in 2021. And then it might seem like, how is that possible? Because that's like, you often think that the more you train, the more results you get. But actually, the more I rested, the better results I got. So if you're going to do fitness, like bikini fitness or body fitness or women's physique, like whatever your goal is, find a coach, and this is so important. find a coach that you trust. Like, ask around for people that's been in the industry for a long time, because we know, like in Norway, all the coaches. We know what teams there is to choose between, and we know the good, the bad, the ugly with almost all of the teams, because the athletes on the team that are happy with their coaches usually stay with their coaches. And if the athletes usually change coaches after some time, or after one season, or only one season, it's usually because there's been some miscommunication, or there's been a bad experience. And it's not always the coach's fault. Let me just say that. There's a lot of good coaches, and there's a lot of bad athletes. So never mistake those two. But you have to be honest with yourself, like, what is my goal? What do I expect from a coach? And what can I do to communicate in the best possible way with my coach? Because you have to trust your coach 110%, like through all your prep. If your coach tells you to eat more, then eat more. If your coach tells you to sleep or rest more, then do that. And if a coach wants you to do an extra session, do that extra session. You should always ask questions like, why should I eat more? Why should I rest more? Why should I do this extra session? Because if they can answer for that, then it's a good coach. If they just tell you that, oh, you should do it because I say so, that's no reason. So always be critical, but always trust your coach. And if you don't trust your coach, I'm sorry, but then you have to change your coach, or you have to sit down with them and have a real talk, communication. Tell them what you're expecting, what you don't feel that you're getting, and then try to open up for a good communication and to solve the problems that might have come during your prep or during our off season. And it's always smart to have a coach in the off season before you go on prep, because then your coach can use more time or spend more time getting to know your body and how your body reacts to different foods, different nutrients, and different workouts and sessions. And then you can do a mini cut, and then you can go back off season, and then you can do the full on season and prep for competition. So for a longer time that you work with a coach, the better the results get, because you know your body and your coach knows your body better, and then everything just falls into place as you go. And usually the longer time you spend with a coach, the better the results get, because the more competitions or the more on and off seasons you do between your competitions together, the more you can just adjust the really small details. And when you're going on a higher level, those things are very important. Like the first time, nothing is perfect, because the workouts and the food and the sleep and recovery, everything is new, both for you, for your body, and for your coach. So the first season is always like a learning season. And even though it's very important and it might not always give the best results, it can, but it can also not be the best season. You always learn from it, and you have to do, or you have to take all the experience you get on the good levels and the bad levels to be the best athlete. Now I'm just rambling, I didn't know what to say when I turned the camera on, and then I just started talking, and here I am. I have no idea how many minutes it's been. But I really want you to know that find a coach that can answer all your questions according to on and off season before you get onto an on season with them. And always, if you're going to do this on a higher level, then ask other athletes what they look for in a coach, how they think their communication with their coaches are, and the good and the bad things they can say about their own coaches, because we all have good sides and bad sides, and it's important to spend time looking for the best match for you. Yeah. And then I want to say that even though that my first season as an athlete, fitness athlete, didn't go as well as I wanted it to, or as well as I planned, I'm really happy for the experiences that I did, because even though I was killing my body in the sessions and with the small amounts of food and everything, I learned a lot about myself and about my mindset and how much I can push my body. Even though this wasn't a good way to push it, I really learned a lot from it. And then when I started working with Mette and Erik, 1.5 years ago now, I noticed that when people do things on a professional level, things are very different. Like, they took me in, they had a meeting with me before we started. We did an off season before we did an on season, which was really important both for me and for them, to see how my body responded after my last diet. And they've also been asking me frequently, like, how do you feel? How does your body feel? Does anything hurt? Or do you have energy enough? Are you getting enough sleep? And all of these things are really, really important, both for them as my coaches and for me as an athlete, because they really wanted to take care of me in this process. And I'm really happy with the follow-ups that I have, both on and off season with them. And even though we work closer together on an on season and a little less closer when we're off season, they still care about me as a person, and they really want me to do my best both on and off season, and that is really important to me. And the coach I had in 2021, when season was over, it was just over. Like, we did the last competition and then he just, well, season is over, we're done. And then we were done. But with Mette and Erik, they've been following me up, watching that I'm eating the food I'm going to while being on an off season. They're following my workouts, and they're constantly checking in on me, like, how do you do? How are you feeling? How does your body react to more food? Now we can increase the carbs, and now we can increase the proteins and the calories and everything. And I'm really happy to be able to work with them as closely as we do. And that is what I want for everyone else in this industry as well. I want everyone to feel like they're taken care of their coaches. Because your coach it's not only like half a year on prep and then you're done. Like, if you're going to be an athlete over a period of time or a lot of years, you have to have a coach that wants to do the work both on and off season. And if your coach don't do that, then I'm sorry, but then you should get another coach. But now this video is getting really long. If there's anything specific you want me to put on a video, both on, off season, prep wise, or anything, with my, well, like more go to details, more with how my relationship with my coaches are, or pros and cons with the different preps like 2021 and 2023. Just let me know in the comment section below. And oh yeah, before I say thank you for today, I just wanted to show you this sweater real quick. I got this from Super Swole, and they actually did this just for me. And if you want a hoodie like this or another fancy print, you should head over to Super Swole's pages, because they have so many nice t-shirts and shorts and hoodies with a lot of fancy prints. So check them out. This is a hashtag commercial. And yeah, click the like and please subscribe. We only need 12 more followers until we have a 200 subscribers. We, like, that's us, because I'm alone in this. So that would make me really, really happy to do 200 subscribers. And yeah, click the notification bell to see my latest updates. And please tell me in the comment section what you want to see. And I promise you guys, there will be an epic cheat day when we hit 200 subscribers. So thank you for listening to all my ramble, and I will see you guys really, really soon. I love you. Bye.